name is Kathy, and today I'll be continuing the talk on Feng Shui. Today we will continue looking at divining and space purification methods. But before I do this, I wanted to let you know that I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and I have decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. When learning the principles of Feng Shui, I like to approach the subject as if the knowledge were placed on an ever-descending spiral that moves ever deeper into the understanding of Feng Shui. First, we explore what Qi is and the different types of Qi. Then we moved around the spiral of knowledge again at a deeper level and explored the concepts of yin and yang. And then we moved on to a discussion on the 5 elements, the 3 cycles, the 9-star system, your lucky stars, the fortune of your door, the study of the Bagua and 2 diagnostic methods, the effects of clutter, difficult door and window placements, and how to handle problems associated with the shape of your home, and how to use color to harmonize the Qi of your home, and how to use lighting and mirrors to harmonize the Qi of your home, and learning about the passageways of your homes, and the bedroom, the bathroom, the living room, the family room, the study, the kitchen, the home office, the 1-bedroom and studio apartment, crystals, and in Feng Shui. And today we will continue to look at divining and purification of your space. The pendulum. For fine precision dowsing work, many diviners prefer to work with a pendulum. When you begin to experiment with a pendulum, you'll notice that the shorter the string length, the faster the pendulum swings and rotates. According to your preference, the string length can be anywhere from 2 to 7 inches. The technique for using the pendulum is quite simple. First, it's necessary to establish how you and that particular pendulum work together. Notice how the pendulum feels when it hangs motionless, when it swings forward and back, side to side, and diagonally, and when it rotates clockwise and counterclockwise. Holding the pendulum string or chain between your thumb and index finger, let the pendulum hang motionless. Then say, "Show me my starting position." At this point, it will either remain motionless or begin to swing back and forth. Repeat it a few times. You should get the same response. If you get a different response, decide on one of them by saying, "This one is my starting position." Then say, "Show me yes." What is yes? The pendulum will swing back and forth or from side to side, or it will rotate either clockwise or counterclockwise. After this, say, "Show me what is no." If it swings back and forth for yes, it will swing from side to side for no. If it rotated for yes, it will also rotate for no, but in the opposite direction. Finally, you need to say, "Show me out of line." What is out of line? It will do any number of things at this point. It may stay at the starting position or start swinging diagonally. Watch it carefully to establish its signals. You will always get the out-of-line response when your line of questioning is either confused, too vague, or drifting off course. You should go through all of these initial steps of establishing your code or system of answers for every different pendulum you get and use, because they are all different. Each pendulum is unique, and each pendulum's response can and do vary. You may find that you prefer to work with one pendulum over another. All questions you put to the pendulum must be concise and simple. They must be posed so that the question will be either a yes or a no answer. Complex questions must be analyzed and broken down into simple questions. You can either organize your line of questioning from general to specific, letting the answers to one question serve as the basis of your next question, Or you can cut through to the heart of the matter by letting your intuition guide you. Whichever method of questioning you decide to use, however, you have to know what to ask. This means that you have to be conversant with the elements of your subject of interest. If you are interested in applying pendulum dowsing to horticulture, for instance, you will need a working knowledge of plants and soil culture to formulate proper questions. If you're interested in detecting and curing underground sha qi, then follow the protocol that I will now outline. There is a protocol to pendulum dowsing that should always be used before opening a line of questioning. It is necessary to ask the pendulum, "May I explore this?" or "May I search for this?" and so on. If you get a no answer, don't pursue it. Wait for a better time to ask. The most important key to divining is trust. You have to trust yourself. Doubting yourself will kill this entire process. The following guidelines will help you develop the skill of using the pendulum. Number 1, divining is seeking. Your curiosity is what guides it. 2, the answers come spontaneously. Keep the rational process from intercepting them. Let them just happen. 3, there must be a genuine desire to know the truth. 4, be adventurous and probing with your questions. 5, have confidence that you can do this because you can. 6, be open-minded. Preconceptions can put you in a dreamland or close you out altogether. There are 7 obstacles to accurate divining. The first is having doubts that it works. The second is having doubts that you can do it. The third is lack of proper attention. The fourth is lack of interest in the matter of your search. The fifth is lack of knowledge about the matter of your search or not knowing what to ask. The sixth is wishful thinking or letting what you want to see override the truth that is being shown. The seventh is being afraid of finding out the truth. Dowsing for underground sha. If you enter or live in a place that feels heavy or depressed, or if you are ill or distressed most of the time there, to find out whether or not your feelings has any connection to underground sha or noxious energy. How you do this is to first tune into the state of energy underground. Decide how to arrange your line of questioning. Make sure your questions are clear and simple. Write them down if you wish. Then relax for a minute or so before you begin the actual dowsing. Your first question should be, is there sha qi here? If you receive a yes answer, you should then ask if it is coming from below ground, from negative memory, or for something above ground. You could ask if the sha qi is in the form of a noxious ray or a negative force field. You can then probe for its cause. It could be coming from an underground stream, a crossing of underground streams, an underground pool or well, a cave, a sharp rock, or rigid pointing up from below ground, a fissure, a fault line, bad soil conditions, a buried tree stump, underground pollution, and things of that nature. If you find out that there is a noxious ray, you then have to find out where it enters your space. You can do this by dowsing over the floor plan of your home. The easiest way to do this is to hold the pendulum with one hand while pointing with the index finger of the other hand to the outline of your floor plan. It doesn't matter where you start. Slowly move your pointing finger bit by bit around the outline and ask, does it enter here? Does it enter here? Does it enter here? Until the pendulum gives you a clear yes as to where it's coming in. The easiest cure for this fairly common problem of a noxious ray
is to draw 3 concentric arcs in blue ink or blue pencil around the spot where the ray enters as shown in this diagram. It works. Another cure for noxious rays, which also works for negative force fields, is to take a copy of your floor plan and paste it on a board or stiff piece of cardboard that will not bend. Then take copper wire and tape it along the entire outline of the floor plan, but don't join the ends of the wire. They must not touch. Cut the wire a bit short. Once you have done this, put the floor plan away for safekeeping. Another cure for a noxious ray, depending on the light, is to place a potted plant at the spot where the ray enters, as shown in this diagram, and then take copper wire and coil it up the outside of the pot in a spiral, making sure to attach it securely with tape. A cure that sometimes works for a place built over an underground stream is to put potted plants over the course of the stream. They will absorb and convert the water chi to make the place feel healthier.
If you live in the countryside and find underground sha chi connected to a line of electromagnetic energy, you can trace it to the point where the negative energy emanates, or at least to a point where it can be treated. It may be a point where 2 lines cross. Once you have precisely located it, you can transform the chi by driving an iron or steel rod or pipe about 3 feet long into the ground, or by planting several trees around the point by forming a circle of heavy rocks around the point, or by forming a spiral around the point with rocks, beginning on the point and moving counterclockwise. The method for map dowsing for underground streams and lines of energies is similar to the method used for finding noxious rays. The only difference is that you have to explore the entire area, not just the outline. The easiest way to do this is to first draw a grid over your floor plan or property map. The finer the grid, the more precise your findings will be. Pointing to each square in sequence, ask, is it here? Is it here? Is it here? A pattern will then begin to show up. A cure I have used for high-frequency rays coming through a wall is to find the point of entry and place a large crock filled with stones there. No matter what material you use for your cure, always douse over it first to find out whether or not it is appropriate or not. The correct approach to divining can be summed up in 3 steps: getting your questions clear, tuning in on the object of your search, and allowing your intuition to guide you. You can do this. Space purification and healing of negative memory. If you discover that your space holds a negative memory, you can douse to find out what it is. Cities are full of them. They are caused by every sort of human tragedy and suffering, including violence, divorce, financial ruin, disease, and so on. And on a larger scale, by burial grounds, battlefields, and old execution grounds such as Washington Square in New York, or an old prison site such as the Bastille in Paris. The way to clear negative memory involves purification practices. The environment, in a very profound sense, is the collective mental projection of countless sentient beings. Therefore, actions to purify and bless it must be done completely, selflessly, and compassionately. The following practice is an excellent technique for environmental purification. It should be done with pure intentions, with perfect detachment, and with loving kindness and compassion. It's called sending and receiving. It is best to sit in a meditative position, although you can stand, walk, or lie down as you prefer. First, breathe in and fill your heart center with all the negative memory, all the suffering you can perceive in the environment. Visualize this negative energy turning blue-black in your heart center. Then as you breathe out, transform the negative energy or blue-black light to diamond white light. Breathe this diamond white light out and fill the environment with it. Your breathing does not have to be deep. It should be natural and easy, though. Don't strain. The power of your concentration is what is important here. The amount of time it takes to do this practice depends entirely on your intuitive sense. When you feel complete with your practice, simply release it and dedicate your practice to the joy and contentment of all sentient beings in the universe. I have a great many videos now on many different topics, so I've decided to create several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.